What's love without loyalty? Could I trust you while I chase this money? I just need my mind at peace. I need some sleep. Know I be in these streets. Wyoming, this the artificial turf that they're gonna put on the football field. I don't know if that's gonna be enough to do the whole field. They already got the field prep. See how they just delivered. It's the field where they putting it at. Somebody getting a new football field. Y'all better close up view of that. So yeah, we getting up out of Wyoming. The first and last time coming out this motherfucker. Shit crazy. Got my 88 back. Way trucking, man. Got most. Where I'm at now, man. Where I'm at, baby. This shit was like coming into mountains, like. I mean, this shit was crazy coming into Wyoming. It ain't shit out here. I mean, shit. Go get some sleep, man. I had to run all night to get here. Yeah, man, up here in Wyoming, in the mountains, Buffalo, Wyoming. Going to pick up a load. It's going to Greenboro for July 15th. Greenboro in Georgia.
like 42,000. So, man, I'm probably gonna burn like $1,000 worth of fuel to get it to Georgia. Especially dealing with these mountains out here. I'm probably gonna have a good 200 miles before I get to, a decent miles per gallon. Back in Nebraska somewhere. Wyoming. Guess I'm gonna follow in behind these guys.
Take exit 377 on the right, toward Hillsdale.
Eastern time right now is about 12 o'clock. Trouble here. So I had a good run after I picked up this some scrap metal. Going down to Greensboro. Tired, man, ready to give me a shower.
In 1/4 mile, turn left on Road 140, then take the first right.
Exit 80, Highway 80, exit 377.
In half a mile, merge onto I-80 East.
After the stop sign, then take the first right.
Man, the mountains had my head hurting so bad. My ears was ringing, man. Damn, they got a cold up here. It's like 57 degrees. It's cold. I can hear it in my voice. Coughing and sniffing and shit. Crazy. It's so late for the night.
Head north on Missile Road.
Got 1,500.
In 600 feet, turn right onto I-80 Service Road.
Georgia. I'm trying to get there by Monday so I can deliver this Monday. It initially delivered Tuesday. But the broker said
Turn right onto I-80 Service Road.
so I can drop it Monday and keep it moving. I hope it's a little parking. Man. All you need for look like play.
Arriving at
Continue on I-80 Service Road for 9 miles.
This shit ain't nowhere to park in the lot, man.
continue on I-80 Service Road.
Head north, then make a U-turn. Head east on I-80 Service Road.
Ain't as sharp as they is until first thing in the morning. This motherfucker right here. I see my motherfucker. Could've hit that motherfucker. God damn. Then how motherfucker hit the mirrors. You go at night and you can't really see. My mirrors ain't the cleanest. Shit, ain't nobody got a drunk trailer or something like that. You never know. It's already night and the nigga tired. You know, bike up on nobody's shit. That shit's these spots. Tell you what, we ain't paying until they come out. This motherfucker. Oh no. I might have a free parking with my rewards. Like it. Oh shit. Sleep in peace. Hey folks. Alright y'all. Nebraska. Just stopped. Found a spot out here that had diesel for like $3.09. Yeah, it seems like every time I come like far on like west, nigga wind up getting sick. It was like 57 degrees up in Wyoming. Nose been running like a motherfucker. It's an older truck stop. They got these pumps and shit here, man. But these were like $3.09, man. It was a little cheaper down in Denver, but I ain't wanna go like 50, 60 miles out of rock just for $2.89 diesel. So I'm on I-80. I'm off of like $2.11 at this place right here. Phoenix. Yeah, man. So yeah, I just filled up here, man. Got about $478 worth of diesel. Go in the store and grab me some peanuts or something, man. Cashews, something, get on down the road. Till I shut down, man. I drove about 200 miles a day, about 215, 225, and shit like that. So yeah, where we at with it? Rest there in Missouri.
In 1,000 feet, merge onto I-29 South.
Made to Missouri, man, about 999 more miles to Greensboro, Georgia. Missouri City, something like that. It's Missouri. Welcome son. There you got it up there. Shut it down. Another night in the books. We ain't far from St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah.
Turn right on Southeast 4th Street, then take the second right. take the first right. Turn right at the traffic light, then take the ramp on the right. Turn right, then take the first right.
Y'all, what's happening, man? We back. Your boy T-Lo Grills back with another one. Hey, let's start the video off by, I want to shout out to everybody who been in the live screens. You know, me and my boy Shad the trucker been doing some live screens and shit lately and shit, kicking them shits off. Tuesday nights, you know what I mean, anywhere from about 6 to maybe 8, 9 o'clock, you know what I mean? We've been trying to, you know, stay consistent with the Tuesday nights live streams. So y'all tap in with those live streams, you know, we've been doing. Y'all, if you ain't got nothing going on, you know, tap in and come and, you know, kick it with us, ask some questions, get some of those questions that y'all been wanting to ask us out live. You know, get that shit answered live. You know, you got 2 people that don't rock with the company the long way, you know, and one still is. But yeah, but we get into this video, man. I know y'all looking at the title like, no, you know what I mean? Y'all, you know, probably like, no, like, you know what I mean? Let me get my water, dog. Y'all probably looking at that title like, no, bro, no. But on some real shit. But we get into this shit though, man. For the ones who haven't, gone and hit that subscribe, man. You know, you want to kick it with your boy, man. You been rocking with me this long, you might as well go and hit the subscribe button and tap in, man. And while we at it, let's go and hit the like button, cause we about to definitely get into it. And drop a comment, engage in the video. Let's get this shit going. This gonna be an important video. You know, I'm gonna have a lot of content in and out with this video. And also I'm gonna add in the Wyoming trip. Cause to be honest, that was one of my last loads I done with Cloud. You know, I think I did a little small load from Douglas, Georgia to Forest Park to that Kroger's over there, but it wasn't really, you know, it was just some middle shit going on, you know. But really that Wyoming trip was the last load, you know. I've been, you know, meaning to update y'all with, you know, the move. But yeah, man, your boy had to get up out of there. You know what I mean? Not to come on here and to bash Cloud or, you know, anything like that, because, you know, I was trying before I left Cloud. I left Cloud, you know what I mean? But to make it official, yes, I left Cloud. I'm no longer with Cloud. I'm officially with New Way Trucking, a company out of South Georgia that I'm pretty much affiliated with through family, pretty much family. You know, like I told y'all, if I left Cloud, it would be for family, you know, to get with a company that's family, somebody who, you know, would have me at their best interest, you know, and not just, you know, trying to get much as they can out of me financially. Or else I would have stayed at Cloud if I could make this deal happen that, you know, I was able to make happen. And, you know, shout out to Tell, because they stand behind they word when they say you can take your truck wherever you want to take it. They stand behind that, because I'm rolling with family right now, you know what I mean? I'm leased on to a family business, you know what I mean? Some of the same people that took me in when I was 18 years old, I ain't gonna say I was homeless, but if I couldn't stay with them, I was gonna have to go somewhere I didn't want to be. And they opened their doors to me at 18 when I wasn't living the safest, you know. I wasn't as wise as I am now, so I had a lot of, you know, there was a lot of corrections I need to do, and a lot of mistakes I had to make as being a young black man in America. Being 18, man, you know, even back in 2006, 2007, it still wasn't the greatest place to be, you know what I mean? But yeah, I had some shit going on. You know, I had a job and shit, don't get me wrong, but, you know, I kind of was one foot in and one foot out, as, you know, in the streets wise, and, you know, on what path I wanted to take. I was working at like a Riverside company it's a Riverside, I think they made like UPS clothes or something like that. And I remember my auntie telling me, like, you know, I was over their house washing my car, and she was like, you know, man, if you want to, you know, that's what they called me. You know, my family, my, like, you know, my mama's side of the family, well, shit, my mama and my dad's side, you know, they call me man. Yeah, and I remember her telling me, like, you know, if you you know, want to come over here and stay with us, because she know I didn't want to pretty much move. I would have to move back, you know, down with my my dad crib, and I didn't want to do that. So I probably would have ended up somewhere where I didn't need to be, but with them opening up their doors to me and my uncle being cool with it, you know, that, you know, it gave me time to, you know, figure out some things, you know what I mean? So I'm forever grateful for that opportunity. And so to be able to lease on to them today, man, you know, it's my pleasure to let them be able to get that 10%, you know what I mean? I ain't really never been somewhere where I was grateful that, you know, that the percentage that they got. But the 10% is pretty a blessing. So that's pretty much what this company I'm with now. You know, I got a better deal all the way around the board, man. But 10%, no trailer fees. My physical damage is inside my physical damage and cargo insurance are together. So that's one bill I pay a month, like $1,200. I was pretty much paying $1,200 just to Cloud, you know what I mean? So to be able to have my physical damage and cargo on one for $12, that's a blessing. My ELD, I pay annually. So you know, to make a long sentence short, man, I don't have weekly fees, you know. Only fees I pay is my truck note, my fuel for the week, and my 10%. That's it. Everything else to the bank, you know what I mean? Man, it's a blessing, man. You know, I don't want to get too emotional on y'all, because I want to, you know what I mean, it just, words can't describe how much I'm thankful for this situation. it was a rocky start, man, getting swapped over. It took me about 2 months, you know, in the process, just because, you know, how we had to do things, you know what I mean, on the swap over, having issues with the tag, getting a tag with New Way, but being able to get a tag from having a Tennessee title, you know, how we had to work that, you know, it was kind of, it took some time to get that right. That was really took the longest. Everything else was a smooth transaction, but you know, man, I kind of feel like I'm back in 2022 when I had my own authority. I ain't really have to answer to nobody like that. You go and make how much money you want to make. You know, you got to see your money. I was able to get good, decent home time, which these are the things I'm getting now. I'm currently at the home at the house right now. I just came to this truck to shoot this video content because my little kids, they running around right now at the house, and I ain't want too many distractions in the video, especially on something like this because it's an important video. But yeah, I put the, you know, I drop a clip in the video to show y'all I'm a Tahoe park right in front of the truck. I'm pretty much at the crib. This is why I park when I'm home. But yeah, man, I got an amazing situation set up right here. Either way it go, tell that the truck note is significant. No matter how you flip that, that's significant. You know what I mean? So, you know, can't get rid of that. So all you can do is try to find you a company where you can go to that'll let you, that'll only take 10% from you. You know, I can't say you'll find somebody who got a trailer that won't charge you a trailer fee, because that's just a blessing. You know, I'm just, yo, God came through, family came through, aunt came through, auntie came through, coming through. And, you know, I'm so, like I said, I'm so thankful for it. But, yeah, I can't say you'll get all that, but if you can get that 10%, I think that's a start, you know, on getting with. And most companies gonna be a smaller outfit companies that you can move your truck to that can pay y'all that 10%. You know, most major companies, they up there, you know. I don't really know. Most people, it'd be like owner operators that's got their own authority that they be, you know, willing to give you 10%, you know what I mean? Like, you know, or 15, or whatever that case may be. But pretty much owner operators with their own authority. You ain't gonna too much get a major company like that. And if a major company do give you that, you best believe they gonna, by the time they break down their weekly fees, it ain't gonna even feel like it. But yeah, you know, like I say, I left Cloud, not to bash Cloud, but I got a situation to put my truck on with my family, you know, and I just couldn't give up that opportunity. I would have did this first if I knew Tell really stood behind their word when they said, you know, you can take your truck any way you want to take it. But I always wanted to try Tell Cloud out, because the guy who referred me, James Gray, I'm gonna drop he got a YouTube channel too. I'm gonna drop his channel on the page, but he don't really promote much for the company like that, not on YouTube anyway. But yeah, James Gray, you know, he's been a good friend of mine for a good little minute now. Probably since 2019, 2018, 2017. We go back, man. You know, we started working together over at Davis back when we first bought our first trucks. He actually still got his Cascadia that we brought from over there. But yeah, he put me on the company, and ever since I seen how he was running with him, that kind of had me interested to want to try Cloud for a good little minute. So, you know, I was able to do that. And I thank Cloud for that opportunity to, you know, bringing me on and let me be able to come over there and, you know, see how the company was. And I think the company amazing. I love their program. I think they got one of the best lease purchase programs in the game now that they done partner with Tell. So, yeah, you know, Tell truck note is significant. But then again, mine's a little higher because my miles higher. So the higher your miles go, they're gonna up that escrow, the maintenance escrow. So that what really got my note as high as it is at $13.29. But my man Shad, the trucker, you know, right now I think he paying $11.25 a week for his, and he like, I think he said they're gonna add another 100 when the tail escrow start coming out, so that'll put him at about what, $12.25 or something like that, you know. But that still ain't bad, cause that 2,000, once that cap off at 2,500, that'll cut off, you know. So that still ain't bad, yo. Like, you know what I mean? But man, so yeah, I feel like they got one of the best lease purchase program out there, you know, where you got more control. You know, it's other people that's, you know what I mean, that's competitive with them right now, but they got more control. I don't think you're gonna go nowhere else and get that much control over your truck, you know what I mean? As you can see, nigga, you know what I mean? I was able to take my truck where I wanted to, you know. No, I didn't have to pay the $10,000, because once we left a sin, once the sin had dropped the $1.50 per mile, they waived that for us because they felt that was unfair. So the ones who had trucks, they gave opportunity to take wherever they wanted to take it, free of charge, because of that situation, which I told y'all in my other videos, some older videos I got, on how I ended up at Cloud and didn't have to pay that $10,000. But yeah, so I was able to, you know. But once you pay that $10,000 at one time, since we got out of that one time, I ain't have to pay it. So I got blessed on that end with that situation with a sin. So I didn't have to pay it. I don't have to pay it now when I move my truck, you know, like. But once you pay that $10,000, you can pretty much take your truck wherever you want to take it, you know. And that's real. Like I tell you, I still ain't a bad deal, because that's like going to a dealer getting a brand new truck for $10,000. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I don't care. And we ain't even talking about, let's not even get on credit. It ain't gonna happen, man. So yeah, you know, you gotta go to work with tail, cause you know, you got a significant high truck, no, but it's worth it. It's a brand new truck, man. You gonna go to work anyway. You know, you're going to work anyway. Whether you go to a company job, you're still going to work. I don't want to hear it, but yeah, man. You know, so I got that waiver, so I ain't really have to pay that. I was able to move over with my uncle company, and boom, you know, all I had to pay was my insurance and whatnot, you know, and the annual ELD, and the tag, you know, and pretty much, you know, all that was a blessing, you know. It was a blessing. Don't get me wrong, it was a struggle going 2 months, having to pay Cloud $1,200 and my uncle $1,200 for the insurance. That shit was, I had days and I just wanted to pull my dreads out my head, but I made it, you know, I made it. But you know, like I always say, man, anything worth having don't come easy. So I always tell myself that when I'm going through tough situations. And I knew that was worth it. I had other people in my ear, my other uncles, my Uncle Duke in my ear telling me the same thing, like, yo, don't give up, don't give up, you know. So man, and you know, I already kind of had it in my head that I wasn't, but some of them days financially, I just didn't think I could sustain, keep paying both $2,400 in just insurance. But I made it, man. I made it. But yeah, man, I don't want to make this talking part too long, because I got other content that I'm gonna be showing y'all from really like one of my first loads I did with New Way from Cloud, you know, went to Wyoming, you know what I mean, and whatnot, but you know, and things like that, you know. I don't want to get too in detail on all the details, you know. I'm pretty sure they'll come out in future videos, but yeah, that's pretty much that on that. But yeah, I don't want to bash Cloud, man. You know, I'm not here to bash Cloud, because I was trying to still find a way to be able to still promote Cloud and still run their loads off their load boards. Every now and then I could have potentially took a load with Tail, you know, but they wouldn't work with me. They were like, oh, you with another company, you can't be operating using CloudTrucks equipment, and with another company, with another, like, you know, I had the tag, insurance, my own IFTAs, I had my own everything. So, but I was kind of still with Cloud, you know, because I'm trying to find a way to still that, okay, I thought that you can have your own authority and still, you know, work with Cloud, you know, so what's the deal? You know what I mean? I thought maybe, you know, but they told me I couldn't, you know, and then they were trying to connect me to safety or whatnot. So I'm like, okay, well, I ain't been running no loads with Cloud, so I'm just off board. You know what I mean? Since I see I can't do it, it's not an option. I'm just off board. But my thing is, I probably brought like 6-7 people onto Cloud, and they upped the referral bonus like $1,000 a person. So I pretty much had to forfeit all that money, you know, like $6,000-$7,000 when I moved over here to New Way Trucking. And I was trying not to do that, you know, because, you know, that was money I feel should be owed to me, whether I left or stayed, you know, because I referred those people, and those people mostly came over because of me and the information that, you know, I gave them, and you know, phone calls we had to motivate, you know, a lot of people that, yeah, it was a great decision, you know. I was with Cloud a few months, you know, before I made that move, and wouldn't have never left if it wasn't for me having the opportunity that I got. But anybody who listening to this video would have took that opportunity, you know, so I don't regret that. You know, I do that a million times. I do that again a million times. The referral money wasn't gonna, you know, keep me from, you know, taking advantage of that opportunity, because, you know, to go from damn near 20% to 10, it just was a no-brainer, man. You know, like I say, I use Cloud. I think everybody should use Cloud as a stepping stone, because that 20% is pretty significant, whether you get your own authority or you lease on to someone like I did, and you know, only have to pay like 10%. So it's kind of hard to give somebody 21% and try to make it in this. You know, we already took a major pay cut in the trucking industry since 2022, 2021. So to have to give someone 21%, you know, it's just a matter of time that's gonna affect you, and you're gonna be out of the business, and you're gonna see that, you know, damn, if I could have just kept a little more of my money, maybe I could have put up more, you know what I mean? So not saying to say, you know, don't go on with them, because it's a great opportunity to get you a new truck. You start doing your own thing and start working towards getting your own authority, or getting with a company that'll pay you, that'll let you only get them 10 to 5%, you know. So I don't knock them. I think they're a great opportunity. And if you ain't got a truck note, you maybe can stay with them a little longer, you know, but having a significant high truck note, that 21% in that high truck note gonna be challenging. Unless you ain't got no bills at home, which some of y'all don't. But for the ones that do, you know, you definitely want to, you know, take advantage of the opportunity. And, you know, later on, maybe you can go over there and do a year or two. I really thought I was gonna be there for a few years. I was really, you know, at least 2, 1.5, 2. But my situation happened so fast. With me being so transparent, putting out these videos, I'm always, you know what I mean? I'm always trying to, yo, we gotta make this shit work. That's why I'm trying to build like an audience where everybody can get on these live screens and get in these comments and network with each other to see where it's at, to see where it's greater, you know what I mean? Like, you know, what we got going, what we can do, where we at to fix things, you know, to make things a little better. I say every dollar count, you know, like, yeah, these fees be high, but you can get you a sun pass, you know, easy pass, where you can avoid the tolls, because them tolls is pretty significant hitting you like that. So, you know, stuff like that, or referring other drivers to make a little bit money more on the back end to try to get some of that 21% back, you know. Saving on fuel, using Mudflap, saving a little on that, you know, that adds up. You know, you go month saving what, $100 to $150 a week on Mudflap. So I'm just saying, there's ways to, you know, counter those fees, so it won't, you know, you'll get a little bit back on the back end. You know, you don't feel like you're just drowning, you know, like, yo, they killing me, you know what I mean? But it's ways, man. You know, I wouldn't miss the opportunity to get a new truck, to start doing my own thing, and, you know, have those people out your ears telling you where to go, where you can't go, when you can go. just because, you know, the situation with the fees, because they fees is another thing what made me also make my decision on moving on, because I bet I got a better deal on the fees. A lot of them fees went away that I had at Cloud, and I'm still doing the same thing, you know, like, and so yeah, you know, like I say, man, it's a no-brainer, man. But yeah, I'm with New Wave now. Like I say, I'm usually home on the weekends. I'm able to be home a little more now. I usually work with a lot of the same brokers. I got like broker plugs at these brokers. Most of the time I connect with them, and you know, we just work back and forth, and that's great. That's been great for me. But yeah, you know, anybody got more questions on anything out of this video, on why I left, or any of this, you know what I mean? Like, don't hesitate to reach out to me, man. You know, I'm still here to help anybody I can help out with any of the information of experience or knowledge that I have that I can share on still from Cloud. You know, if you need information with Cloud, man, you know, I know a lot of the ins and outs with everything still, you know. I'm still willing to give out information on Cloud, you know. And my man's over there, Shad, the trucker that be doing the live streams with me Tuesday nights. So if y'all feel more comfortable hollering at him because he's still there and I'm not, reach out to my man. I'm gonna drop his information in my video, and I also drop his referral code in there. So y'all, you know, run up his referral code. You going over there, use a referral code, for sure. And let me know y'all use a referral code too, cause he said he gonna break me off, and if he don't break me off, y'all already know. Yeah, y'all already know, man. I'm gonna have to lump that boy ass up. You know what I mean? You know, I ain't no fight, I'm a lover, but you know what it is when it comes to that money, man. Go out there to Columbus and yeah. But anywho, that's kind of it. This video 25 minutes, man. I really didn't want to make it that long because I got, like I said, I got to add in a lot of other content that I wanted to put on here. You know what I mean? So I hit it. It just, you know, I just trying to, you know, make sure I get all the details out. This video might end up being about 40 minutes long, man. 35 minutes. I hope not an hour. I'm gonna try to speed through some of the content or driving content in Wyoming. But if y'all have to, man, just watch it. Watch the whole video. I need y'all to watch the whole video. You know what I mean? If you ain't got all the time to watch right now, when you watching it, watch what you can. Pause it. Or shut your, what's the name? And when you come back, it's gonna have you right there where you left off at. Or remember the minutes where you left off at. And come back later, man. You know, why 15 minutes now? You go do what you gotta do. Boom, boom. You get more time. Watch the other 15 minutes. Boom, boom, boom. But watch the whole video. It really helped me out, man. Get my videos on the algorithm, you know, moving, and other people being able to see them, like them, comment, subscribe, definitely. But yeah, watch the whole video, man. If you just shit, go to sleep at night, put that bitch on play, and fuck it, even if you don't watch it, put that bitch on play, and turn the volume down, go to sleep. Like, you know what I mean? We just got to get this video out there. I need to get it out there, you know. But yeah, like I say, I ain't trying to bash Cloud, man. I ain't here to bash Cloud. You know, I wish they could have let me, you know, still work with them some kind of way, even though I'm not with the company. And I know that might be a lot to ask for, because if you ain't with the company, it's called like, okay, you ain't with us no more, you can't really get our benefits. Being with us, all right, cool. I understand that. But I think I was still being beneficial to the company by bringing on qualified drivers in the volume that I was bringing them on. You know what I mean? I'm going to miss that. Because we're a small company over here where I'm at, so I can't bring drivers on over here like that. You know what I mean? Not unless I get a green light or something on that. But at the end of the day, I don't even know if they want, you know, that type of stress. You know what I mean? Because, you know, trying to keep up with a lot of drivers that some of these drivers may not even be experienced and know what they doing. You know, they got live too, and other, you know, businesses and stuff they got going on that they have to do, tend to, and stand on. So I wouldn't even want to bring that stress to them like that. But if it's working, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, y'all still go to Cloud, man. You know, I still approve them over a lot of companies. Still go to them, man. Still shit, use my man referral code, cause that's the only way I'm gonna be able to get any kind of compensation off of that, bro. You know, like I say, still hit my emails. And another thing, I got a new Instagram. I want y'all to, you know, if you got an Instagram, hit me through my Instagram, my new Instagram. I'm gonna put it up on the screen, so y'all go follow that ASAP. Cause that's where I'm trying to communicate more, and you know, be able to. It's easier to talk to people through Instagram and then emails. Cause some of the emails, I have a lot of emails going on. I have to make sure I remember, like when I see somebody's name come through, Michael, like making sure, okay, this is an actual person or this some kind of spam, you know. So yeah, I think it'd be better to build over there on that new Instagram. I got a truck, and I'm gonna be putting most of just trucking content on that. You know, my truck load situation where I'm at, getting loaded, I'm chilling, washed up, getting washed, whatever. You know what I mean? If I just come back to my truck and I think that's a moment, that's a picture worth taking, I'm taking and putting it on the Instagram. Whatever the situation is. So yeah, let's try to build that up over there. Tilo, Grills 88. That's it. I'm gonna put it on the screen for y'all too though. Like I say, subscribe, like, comment. We gonna end it right here. I already done pushed this shit to 30 way longer than I wanted it to be. I can't get all this information out to y'all so short, man. It'd be so much I have to say, and I don't write it down, because writing it down, I don't want to be sounding like I'm reading a script. You know, come on here reading a script. I want to just get to y'all fresh off the dome, you know, so you can take it the way I'm giving it. You know what I mean? Raw, you know, fresh. You ain't got nothing on no paper that, you know, you done thought of some shit. Nah, man, this shit here, it's fresh off the dome. Everything I'm telling you is fresh. And I know it's important because I'm telling it to you. I ain't forget it. So I'm gonna get out the truck, because y'all know it's hot today. It's Sunday. What's the date? The 17th. Yeah, man. But that Wyoming video is gonna be dated back, because like I say, I done been here with New Way for about a month and a half, something like that. 2 months. I don't think it's been 2 months yet. I don't think it's been. But not physically, I've been here physically. You know what I mean? Physically, I think about a month and a half. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Like I said, this wasn't to bash the company, to make the company look bad. I just wanted to update y'all on my situation and where I'm at, and let y'all know, man. You know, the social media manager over there that I was working with, I was hoping we could have continued working some kind of way, but you know, I'm with another company and they rather have somebody with the company, so maybe they can go on and work with my man Shad the trucker. Like I say, man, I tried, you know, I tried to find a way that I could still be affiliated with the company, because I love the company. I like the company. It's just the fees. I had to find a better situation, and I found a situation that's better than I could have everly dreamed of. I couldn't have dreamed of that. It just me and my uncle on the phone majority all day, every day. And I'm like, yo, fuck it. They said I could take my truck out wherever I want to take it. Hell, y'all might as well get that 10. Y'all might as well get that money. I know my uncle, I done, you know, when I had my own authority, I had like, boom, I had like, when you get your new authority, you can't, a lot of brokers don't fuck with you yet. You know, they be like, your authority too new. You got at least have 30 days or 6 months or a year. So I was booking loads with my uncle back then. He would charge me 10%. That's why I always knew he was gonna charge me 10. So I'm like, yo, you might as well get that 10%, man, and let me, yeah. Like, so shit, we just started, you know, boom, working. You know what I mean? Getting everything swapped over. But yeah, that's pretty much how that came about, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I'm gonna end this, because y'all know I can keep talking on and on and on and on. It's so much information. Like I said, this been about a 3 month, it was a 2 month process, then I done been ongoing with it for a month and a half, so it's really been 3 months
of shooting videos, trying not to blow my cover, because like I say, I've been in the works trying to make it work with Cloud where I can still be affiliated, you know, but being over here so I can still like run loads, do content, you know what I mean, trying to come up with a deal, but we just wasn't able to make nothing work. So I'm just have to come out and let y'all know, you know what I mean. I offboarded last week, and they just sit right now, man, until anything changes, you know, pretty much this pretty much my new home, and it's where we at, man. So yeah, y'all like, comment, subscribe. See y'all Tuesday night on the live stream. Hopefully my mans won't be late, or I air this motherfucker up without him if he is. But yeah, I see y'all Tuesday night on the live screens. Tap in, man. Turn your notification bell on too, so you can see everything that I drop, so you won't miss a live next time I'm on or we on, you know. Yeah, make sure you hit that bell. Go to that bell on your page and hit that notification joint and turn on all. But that's it right now. I'm about to go. My daughter, she work at a small restaurant joint here, and she supposed to be getting me some food when she get off, which as y'all can see, man, your boy done picked up a little weight, man. So I don't need to be getting it, but until we get our mental right to jump back on my Herbalife, because I'm also a Herbalife distributor. So, you know, if y'all want to get on that Herbalife with your boy once I cross over in maybe a week or two, tap in, because you can buy through my link. That's another way your boy can get a couple coins and we can do this journey together. That's why y'all still want to follow me, man, because I'm going to be in this truck driving, and it's a lot of stuff that I be doing and a lot of stuff I be showing and talking about that you can still learn from. Even if you at Cloud, I'm still booking loads off the spot market. So we still can learn. Yo, do this, book this way. Yo, hit them like this, hit them like... Man, just stay locked. If you ain't been locked, lock in even more, man. You know, like I say, I'm trying to create an audience where we all can come somewhere and see what's going, you know, what they paying, what that industry looking like, you know, what them loads looking like, where you at, where you going, hey, shit, who got that load, where they booking that at, you know, where I can get that. Because, you know, if you can create you a lane, you know what I mean, and you can kind of keep your money consistent how you need to be consistent when you know you got a spot where you picking up in over in Tennessee, and that spot going to somewhere in South Georgia or South Georgia to, you know what I mean, you find a lane and keep your money consistent where you can do that every week. Clockwork, like selling dope, clockwork, that coming, they got them. But yeah, man, I'm going to get up out of here, man. We'll wrap this up on something else, you know what I mean? We'll talk, more talk, you know what I mean? We got a lifetime hope, at least till God call us home, right? I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Appreciate the time. Wow. What's love without loyalty? Could I trust you while I chase this money? I just need my mind at peace. I need some sleep. No, I be in